I want you guys to see this article. This is a CNN blog, and they're talking about Nibru, the Planet X, or the dwarf star, the red dwarf star, or I guess it's the brown dwarf star, I'm sorry, that so many have been talking about on YouTube as a Earth extinction type of event. So what do you guys make of this? Is the scientific community letting the cat out of the bag? Many have thought that the scientific community has been hiding the knowledge that they have and covering up the information, even to the extent of blocking out part of the sky. In Google Sky, when you go and look at the stars, there's certain areas that are just completely blacked out, photoshopped right out of Google Sky. So is this them coming clean? Look at this story, guys. This is amazing. This just in, CNN, scientists telescope hunt massive hidden object in space. Now, here's the size of the sun here. This is the Earth. There's Jupiter. And the brown dwarf star that we're talking about, many say is Nibru. Many say this is what the ancients had talked about that would come into our vicinity every 3,500 years. That is due to show up again, which many believe is why we're having all of these solar flares and magnetic pole shifts and earthquakes and volcanoes that have increased dramatically in the last month. Is this possibly what's happening? This brown dwarf star is coming into our environment, and these massive magnetic pulls upon the planet and its orbit are taking place to the point of actually causing the Earth to wobble on its axis. Another thing that happened not too long ago, not only did they have to change the runways to make the runways match up to the GPS because the magnetic poles obviously have shifted, but people in the Arctic have been seeing the sunrise at a different time than it's supposed to. Scientists didn't know why. They had no explanation. All they could offer was maybe it was a reflection off of the horizon. The sun rose 2 days early. Many of these people up there always see the sun rise on the same day, at the same time, after a period of darkness that they go through. This was an anomaly. Scientists still haven't given an explanation. Well, the sun's rising in a different place because things are shifting. Our rotation is shifting. Our orbit is probably shifting. This brown dwarf star is coming into our environment, into our atmosphere in our solar system, and it's pulling the planets. Here's what it says. Some scientists think a brown dwarf star or gas giant bigger than Jupiter could be at the outer reaches of the solar system. In this image showing relative size, the white object at the upper left edge represents the sun. Now, many people say you can't see this with a telescope. You have to actually have an infrared type of telescope to see a brown dwarf star. But what people are saying is this thing is a lot closer than the edge of our solar system. It's getting really close. And we're starting to feel the effects, as well as our own sun. Our sun is feeling the effects of it now. This is dated February 15th. You know how you sometimes can sense something is present even though you can't see it? Well, astronomers are getting that feeling about a giant hidden object in space. And when they say giant, we mean giant. Evidence is mounting that either a brown dwarf star or a gas planet is lurking at the outermost reaches of our solar system, far beyond Pluto. The theoretical object, dubbed Touché, I guess that's Tichy, is estimated to be 4 times the size of Jupiter and 15,000 times farther from the sun than the Earth, according to a story in the British paper of the Independent. Astrophysicist John Matisse and Daniel Whitmire from the University of Louisiana at Lafayette think data from NASA's Infrared Space Telescope, WISE, will confirm Tichy's existence and location within 2 years. Now, they already know. They're just not letting the public know because they don't want people to freak out. That's what many people believe, guys. There is mounting evidence that there is a massive cover-up by NASA. The presence of such a massive object in the solar system, far-flung Oort cloud, could explain a barrage of comets from an unexpected direction, according to a December article at space.com. Its 27 million year orbit could also explain a pattern of mass extinctions on Earth, scientists say. Brown dwarf stars are cold, failed stars. Their dimness and lack of heat radiation can make them hard to detect. Gas giants are huge planets like Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune that are made up of gases and may lack a solid surface like Earth's. Whitmire told The Independent that Tische will probably be composed of hydrogen and helium and have colorful spots, bands, and clouds like Jupiter. You'd also expect to have moons, he said. All the other planets have them. Tische was first hypothesized in 1984 as Nemesis, a dark companion star to the Sun. It's been the subject of astronomical research and debate ever since. In July, another Space.com article said the celestial evidence suggests Tische could not possibly exist. To distinguish it from the Nemesis star theory, Matisse and Whitmire are calling their object Tische, after the good sister of the goddess Nemesis in Greek mythology. Well, what do you guys think of that? Do you think they're just letting us know in a subtle way, or they're trying to kind of ease the public into some kind of information that would alert them to the fact that we're about to be overrun by massive magnetic pulls upon the Earth because of this brown dwarf star? I'm telling you guys, if this is a planet coming closer or getting close to the Earth, as many suggest, then this is going to totally, completely alter life on the planet. Are we ready for that? Well, if you want to get ready for what's coming, make sure you show up tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. every night of the week, West Coast time, www.propheticseer.com. That's 6 to 9 p.m. at propheticseer.com. We do live podcast, live forum, and a live chat. Be there. We talk about the news, views, and other topics of interest, as well as how this relates to biblical prophecy. God bless. Talk to you soon.